Hey guys, Brandon Gomez here, back again with another video, and it's that time of the year again, my second favorite time of the year. It's that time where we round up all the patriotic schemes run on Memorial Day weekend and give them a rating from 1 to 10. Welcome to Rating Every 2023 Patriotic Scheme, Memorial Day Edition, Part 1, Trucks and Xfinity. Without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we have Dean Thompson's Patriotic. I'm gonna be honest, when I was watching the truck race, I didn't know this was a Patriotic. I thought it was just his regular Thompson Pipe Group paint scheme, but it's not. It's a Patriotic. The logo is stylized with an American flag, and there's a little bit of red and some stars at the front of the truck. It's subtle, and I like it. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have Tyler Ankram's Patriotic. Last year, I was a bit too harsh on this paint scheme. Yeah, it may not be much, but it's not lazy either. It has a completely different design from his regular Leuna paint scheme. It's got orange at the front, black and orange at the back, and the two patterns are separated by a camo pattern going down the middle. They didn't just take his primary and put camo down the middle. Though, now that I think about it, a better Patriotic would have been taking his regular Luna scheme and just replacing the black with a camo pattern. That would have been really cool. But anyway, last year, the only thing that made this scheme a 7 out of 10 was the fact that they had the names of 2,000 fallen soldiers on the bed of the truck. But this year, it's going to remain a 7 out of 10, but solely because of the paint scheme design. Next up, we have Mason Maja's Patriotic. It looks good. I like it. But it can be better. I feel like it could use more blue. The hood and the cab should have been blue as well, because as they are, it just makes this scheme look incomplete. And the truck bed could also use some blue and some red to make this scheme look more complete. But as is, it still looks good. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have Keith McGee's Patriotic. Really? That's the best he can do? Literally the only thing that's patriotic about this, or the only things that are patriotic about this, are the American flag on the quarter panel, the American flag on the hood, and the American flag on the roof, and the roof pillars. That's it. That's so lazy. 4 out of 10. Oh, and Josh Royome ran a Patriotic in this race too, but it's just his Ken Block throwback from Darlington repurposed for Charlotte. And I gave it a 10 out of 10 in my rating every throwback video, so I won't be rating it in this video. Just wanted to make it clear. Next up, we have Armani Williams' Patriotic. Or at least I think it's a Patriotic. One thing I do know is that it's an autism awareness paint scheme, but I'm pretty sure it's also supposed to double as a Patriotic. Either way, I'm still going to rate it. I feel like this scheme could use more of that red and blue pattern it's got going on. I feel like there's too much white on it. Any Patriotic that has an overabundance of one color, it just doesn't sit right with me, having an overabundance of one color, whether it's an overabundance of white, an overabundance of red, or an overabundance of blue. There needs to be a good mix between all three for it to be good. But they gave it the best shot. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Jack Wood's Patriotic. This is just his regular Eberl stock paint scheme, but with a gray American flag design going down the side. Subtle, but lazy. 3 out of 10. Next up, we have Timmy Hill's Patriotic. They ran this design back in 2021, and last year they ran a different Patriotic, and that one looked good, but it's not as good as this one. I'm glad they brought it back. Back in 2021, I gave it a 10 out of 10. This year, my mind has not changed. 10 out of 10. That does it for the truck series. Let's move on to the Xfinity series. First up, we have Justin Allgaier's Patriotic. When I said that a Patriotic needs to have a good mix of red, white, and blue, this is what I was talking about. Sure, the blue on this one might be a bit much, but not enough to where it's an overabundance. And the little white and red stars accompanied with the white and the red complement each other really well, and they make for a great Patriotic. 7 out of 10. Coincidental to his car number. Next up, we have Natalie Decker's Patriotic. Or at least I think it's a Patriotic. Nah, it's got the white and red stripes, so it counts. What this paint scheme could use is some stars to make it really look patriotic. It's got the stripes, and needs the stars. 5 out of 10. Next up, we have Brett Moffitt's Patriotic. Slight overabundance of white on this one, but it still looks decent. I like the blue and red stripes coupled with the blue stars. Good design. 6 out of 10. Next up, we have Jeb Burton's Patriotic. Similar design to last year's, but the stripes have been tweaked a little bit. Still the same concept. Whole paint scheme is the American flag. And sure, it may be a lazy choice for a Patriotic, but in execution, it looks really great. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have Parker Retzlaff's Patriotic. Really? All they did was just take the Funkaway, the regular Funkaway paint scheme, and just made the roof an American flag and put an American flag on the bottom side of the car. That's it. That's so lazy. 4 out of 10. And for our final Patriotic, we have Jeffrey Earnhardt's Patriotic. Similar to what Howie DiSavino III ran last year at Martinsville, but with a few tweaks. The hood is now white instead of blue, and the roof is blue with a red number instead of red with a yellow number. And also the white space on the bottom of the car is filled up by grass, because, forever lawn. Some things I like about this one, and some things that I don't like. I like the change that they made with the roof. Makes it blend better. But what I don't like is the white hood. Why they change it? It looked good as is with the blue. But with the white, it just doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. They shouldn't have changed the hood color. It brings down this Patriotic. If the hood was blue, it'd be a solid 7 out of 10. But as is with the white hood, 5 out of 10. And that concludes part 1 of the Memorial Day edition of Rating Every 2023 Patriotic Scheme. What do you think? Do you think some of these should have been given a higher rating? Do you think some should have been given a lower rating? How would you rate these Patriotics? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of me, be sure to follow all my socials, like my Twitter, my Instagram, and join my Discord server. Links to all those are in the description down below. Leave a like on the video, and subscribe to my channel for more motorsports content. Thank you all so much for watching. That's it from me. Peace.